to launch a satellite.
I imagine they can cross that over with Pikmin, so Captain Olimar is sent to a planet to gather the satellite parts.
I don't know if this is entirely worth exploring, but sure, go on.
That's just like submissions there, where Captain Olimar has to find all the parts in 30 days.
I should totally, for every 30 days, in XCOM, play through Pikmin. And be like, and that's how the satellite gets made.
And then Captain Olimar just ships it off.
I only played through Pikmin once, and I think I beat it in 22 days. Like, that works.
So he gives the satellite. It's just like, great, so now we have a satellite.
What do you mean?
I don't know, I always had trouble with Pikmin. Like, the original Pikmin?
Like, you literally have to get a part a day, essentially.
Yeah, I got a part. Well, some days I didn't get any parts, but some days I'd get like 4. Because I would set up one day and just breed Pikmin all fucking day. Like, just fucking, like, fuck, keep fucking! Like, just keep
But I can just imagine it's just like, alright, so he's got the satellite, and it's like, alright, we're gonna put this over China. Now we need one for Canada. Can you go back out there and get some more?
But one of the hardest parts I found was in the last level before the boss. It was like just too high to throw a blue Pikmin, but you had to go over this like 1 Olimar length path to get to it. And I didn't know that you could just go all the way around the level. Like, you would have to go all the way around the whole level to get to it. Going through combat, like, it would have taken days. So what I did is I brought, I think, 70 yellow Pikmin. Almost all of them died. In fact, all of them died.
I'm just imagining, like, you're walking across and all the Pikmin's like, ah!
I'm walking across, and they're all falling in the water and drowning around me. But, like, the 10 who make it, I, like, throw them up. I didn't do it all at once. I brought, like, 20 at a time. And, like, half of them would die, half of them would make it. And I'd throw them up to get to it. And until I had enough people, and then they picked it up, and it was the moment they picked it up they realized I fucked up. Because they're going to try to walk all the way around the level and kill themselves. And I was like...
Well, they could have just dropped down into the water and killed themselves.
That's what they did. I'm like, fuck, they're going to go around the level and I won't be able to get it. No, they walk off the cliff, kill themselves, and drop it in the water.
Well, I guess on day 5 we're gonna pick up that part then.
No, all I did was I ran back to my ship, got blue Pikmin, and came back and got it. And I was like, wow, the 70 yellow Pikmin who gave their lives for that really will be remembered. I think the game keeps track of like how many of each Pikmin die too, and because of that,
my yellow slideshow at the end with a bunch of randomly generated names.
My yellow Pikmin like count was just retardedly high because of this suicide mission problem. Like, it was a genocide. I had to spend the next day making new yellow Pikmin. But
it's funny, when you started telling that story, I still thought you were talking about XCOM.
Probably 70 dudes.
And then you were like, and I got 70 yellow Pikmin. I'm like, what?
But yeah, so
I think I know what level you're talking about.
It's like it's such a bullshit level because those anteaters can come by and kill your baby Pikmin.
That's like the second or third level.
It's so retarded.
Yeah.
That made me so mad when I found that out. I almost
Well, what was the stage that... this was your first game you're talking
First
about,
one,
right?
yeah, I've never played the second one.
I thought it was either the first or second level.
Second one has multiplayer.
You can go to certain areas after you get a specific type of Pikmin, right?
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, so those places are like, you know, you can't go to it. And like, I remember walking through this like grass knoll or something like that, like a field. And all of a sudden, like, it was like pelican heads popped out of the ground.
Oh, that's the first level.
And I was like,
what? That's hard.
I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And then they just started eating the Pikmin. And I was just like, this is the freakiest shit I've ever seen.
I think I talked to Carter. You have to land your Pikmin on the beaks so that they can't, like, you know.
But it's like, you don't see those hard. You don't see those
either
right
way,
off
it's
the bat.
suicide mission.
Yeah.
Right? You have to have all the Pikmin. I think you get...
That was another one where I had just, like, a suicide squad of yellow Pikmin. Just like, all these yellow Pikmin just die.
There is a reason for it. The yellow Pikmin need to be thrown the highest.
They seem to be thrown higher, yeah.
They're the lightest.
And yet they all die.
They all die.
They all have their quirks. It's like yellow ones can be thrown the highest.
And they can pick up racks.
Yeah, racks that are like exploding bombs.
Red can withstand fire, because there's enemies that shoot fire.
And I think they're the strongest? Or is that something I made up?
Most, like, resistant?
I don't know.
And then the blue ones can go through water. So technically they're the most useful.
Yeah, the blue ones are like the only useful
I find that funny. It doesn't matter how deep that water is. It can be, like, ankle deep. Your yellow Pikmin walk in just...
instantly convulse and die slowly. You're just like, ah, shit.
Well, red Pikmin too,
They don't agree very well with water, so...
But,